Hi, welcome. In this video, I'm going to be doing the walk with Coco. There's Coco. We're outside in my neighborhood. Kind of a view here. And some things to really kind of focus in on when you're doing the street walk. It's the same as building a foundation in your training area or inside. You want good integrity regarding the method. So you want to make sure you're stopping a lot. That's a key point. And that you're making sure you're focusing on where the mind is traveling rather than distance. Okay, so sometimes what you want to do is key up on kind of keeping your walk at first, because you're kind of rebuilding the walk, kind of keeping the walk shorter and emphasizing getting a dog into a follower state. Okay, so again, emphasizing where the mind's traveling rather than distance. And so the focal point here on the walk is going to be, again, integrity of the method. So again, lots of stopping, really focusing in on making sure the method is proactive. So just as the mind is beginning to separate and invest, I'm going to be applying influence. So influence taking the form of little nudges with Coco. And so what I'm going to be doing here in a second, I'm going to be putting the camera down so I can use both my hands to be active, and you're going to be able to see me walking up and down the sidewalk and just how I'm doing the walk. But again, same as inside the training environment or inside the home environment, you want the same type of integrity. You don't want to just let it go loose because again, the dog will start to gain control, and then the walk is going to bottom out anyway, because once another dog comes out or whatever, you're going to have a really difficult time. So you want to make sure you maintain good integrity, good foundation, and work off that. And before you know it, your walk will be great. You'll be doing, a mile, 2 miles. It'll be absolutely fantastic. But it starts with a good foundation right from the very beginning. You want to make sure your expectations are very high. So which means that things to focus in on: don't let the dog go in front of you. Keep the dog within the staging area, which represents like an imaginary boxed area, like a strike zone that you're keeping the dog within. And then if the dog has a lot of control issues going on, stopping a lot. And then getting to a level, even with the service dog training, which Coco is going to be going into service dog training, working the script, or how when I say script, it means the methods all kind of tying in together so that she's defaulting into the sit. And you're going to see that start to happen here as we're doing this. I've already been working on being outside a little bit with her already, so this will be kind of a good visual. So again, focus on cars going by, people going by, distractions, whatever's going on, and even I call the turnaround technique, which means that if your dog's overly fixated, just like the hands on a clock, you're going to kind of turn a little bit to make sure you get a better, better picture, and make sure she just can't lock in and focus in. So you're going to turn a little bit, but not out of weakness. You're turning. It's all about method. Okay, so again, I'm going to set the camera up here. You'll get to see a kind of a bird's eye view of the walk as I do it. And again, just kind of be able to at least hopefully be able to see good here as I go up and down this little area. I just want to get close so I can speak to the camera. There's a cat right under that vehicle over there, which is great. So I'm turning around a little bit more, so you might catch it on the video, I'm not sure. But you'll see the cat kind of moving around over there, which is a great distraction exercise. So we're going to keep going here. You notice here too, I'm just kind of moving around a little bit here, different. Um, this is where, again, I still have the pressure collar on her as well. So depending on how much challenge she's putting out, I can switch back and forth from the pressure collar to the flat collar. She's on a flat collar right now, but just be aware you want to have both collars on your dog. So you have the ability, if you feel like the dog's putting a lot of challenge, you can switch back and forth from one collar to the other. So. As you can see here, lots of distractions. There's lots going on, which is great. Between cats, people, vehicles. And she's doing really well. So again, just to really key up on, get the mailman here. But even when you're going straight on here, you see kind of how I'm shifting. It's like hour hand or minute hand on a clock. I'm kind of rotating a little bit if I feel that she's investing. Fixating at a really higher level. You want to just kind of work offset angles, and even straight on. Okay, you can tap to make sure you're active with tapping the leash a little bit to interrupt how she's investing. So it's all about control. So really the emphasis here is good integrity. Integrity is key. Make sure you're using both hands, coming to lots of stops. Even when I'm working, you see where especially at first, I'm stopping a lot more. So just multiple sits, but working the sequence, the sit position, the push-pull, some downs added on, bringing it all together, and then you can start to move a little bit further, okay? So the problem can be, if you don't have good integrity, it might look like it's going okay. The dog will be gaining control, and you won't even get a sense of it, Okay, but then when you hit a high challenge level, then you're like, what happened? Well, it's because the integrity needs to be there all along until you really get the dog into a really good follower state, a good foundation. Then you can be more confident in moving further. But first, really good integrity. You want to put the picture to the test and then move further from there. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Again, I'm going to put up lots of great videos here, kind of get a more of an idea how this all comes together. So moving from the, say, inside the home to outside.